you. And I know you guys are doing a lot of work, but I want to hear from you. Maybe tell us a bit. Marinus Media. Who are you? What do you guys do?
So we are the creative design agency, I'd say, and we provide design assets and any kind of media for marketing. So if you've got a business and you know that you need to be making social media content, we can design that content for you. Posters, we do a bit of video as well. We basically try and give you an online presence. So anything to do with the internet or even anything that needs design, even if you need a
Yeah.
billboard design, you can contact us.
So you, if memory serves me correct, you are husband and wife.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Not brother and sister.
What made you guys decide to take the plunge and say, look here, we've got two beautiful things going here. Let's create and become our own bosses.
So I'm gonna try and make this very short. So, do I tell that story or do I tell this
Tell the
story?
story
Entire
closer
story.
to the end where the story ends.
Cheers. Okay, I've always worked in every possible industry, except I didn't fly yet, but I was in aviation as well. But I worked for different companies, and it sounds terrible. Wherever I work, the company closes down.
Hi, Bo. Charlene.
I call her Jonah.
And I knew that I had something to offer. I did not like any office job. I just it wasn't my thing, but I did it because I was like, I have to work on this. And while I'm working, I'll work towards my own thing. And then only in 2019, January, I decided, look, I've come to a point now where I have to make a decision. I was already a mother by then. We were already married by then, and then I missed like 3 years of my child's, the important stages. So I'm like, I want to do something where I can spend time with my family. I want to do something where I don't have to worry about time. And then at the time I already was able to do graphic design. I was able to do photography. I started photography in 2009. So by then I was sort of well established. I never like to say, oh, I'm a photographer. But I should, because that is what I do.
I'm a photographer. Whether you say it or not.
But I'm always like, people always like, are you? Then I'm just like, I think so. But now I have to say I am. So I am a photographer and I am a graphic designer. And so with that, my husband was always saying, we need to do something. We can do it together, we can put our brains together. We can do this. I mean, he studied web design and I studied graphic design and photography. So we can do this thing together. And then when that was 2019 and then 2018, but I resigned 2019. So he started without me. And then in 2019, I joined him. And then everything was working in our favor. We were getting all these jobs. And then 2020, and then it was just
Praise the Lord.
Reset. It was time to reset.
Sure. But I must say, because everybody was in need of online
Yeah, the web design thing was cool.
web design for websites or whatever it was, just to start, we were able to then make money in that time. And it was hard. It still is.
You're gonna cry.
It's better. It's much better now, and I'm not a difficult wife anymore. I'm happy.
Come on.
When
Can
I'm
I have
happy.
my own personal interview for that?
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask her version and his version. I was like,
No, just for that
his
last
version
line.
and her version.
No, I absolutely love listening and just watching you guys together. And I know this isn't like a prepped question, but business with your spouse, how has the transition been? How is it? What can people expect in case they are thinking to do something like that?
You gonna answer that one?
We're getting her version.
Okay, so Tyron and I, we were friends first, so we know how to be friends first, and we can separate business, music, and all those things. And then when we step out of the room, then now you're my husband, and we are husband and wife. We went back then girlfriend and boyfriend. So I've been with this guy for almost 17 plus
17
years. So I've known him. So
you were in the worship team also.
we were in the worship team.
Yeah,
We worked.
I was brother
together
Tyron,
before.
and then when I left church, then I
And
say,
then-
baby.
And then and he was my leader, and so on. So So it was easy because we already knew and had a dynamic.
Mm.
So we see each other every day, but I don't get tired of him because he's my friend as well. But maybe not. It won't work for everybody else. But we just have this understanding, and
Lovely.
so I can't really give advice. I would say you would
I say be friends.
be friends.
Yeah, like
Be
because sometimes
friends.
you forget that you're on a team,
Mm.
and if we're all playing our part in the team, then there should be no friction.
Mm.
But I think the thing you're asking about is the space. Because we work in the same space, and then when work is done, we're in the same space again. And it's, but I mean, like I say, if you enjoy your friend's company, then you don't mind.
And I wanted to say, just listening to you guys, it's really about switching off. When are you my business partner? When are you my husband?
Mm.
And I think a lot of people learned that in COVID when they were working from home as well.
Exactly, yes.
Home office space, and now I'm a
Yes.
mother, and now I'm
Now
this,
I'm-
now I'm that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It gets
Yeah.
crazy like that.
And then maybe tell us, I know you guys, you work together and obviously you switch off and on and great, but what are some of the services? If people are saying, listen, I want to go to Marinus Media and I want to get some work, what are some of the services that you guys offer?
So you can also
Okay,
say.
go. So it's photography, graphic design, web design. We also do music for film. We do music for adverts. We do music for people who just sing. It's part of media, I guess. And then we don't specifically, or the two of us, we don't do the video as it were, but we outsource and we work with other
Yes,
companies
yes.
in the.
Previous, I mean,
Yeah, we work with other companies, so we do offer the service. So anything that's why I said in the beginning, anything to do with an online presence or visual, anything visual, we can do that for you. Or even audio now.
Oh, taking strides.
CCFM, if you need some work done, let me know.
I think Tyron is being very modest as well. So he just like lightly touched on, and we do music as well. So for those of you that are familiar with my debut single, If He Said It, he's the mastermind behind the production, him and Gershwin Kun. And I think that has been the journey. You've been doing things collectively with others.
That's right.
You've been growing and finding yourself in this stage of your business or your, what you guys are building together. Because I think that's what it's about. It's about growing together. When I look at you guys, it is evident that you guys are friends.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys, the chemistry, like for those of you, you can obviously, it's tangible. You can hear it off air as well. I'm listening and I'm seeing this, and I think that's what makes it work. So how do you guys incorporate the fun aspect into your business? How do you guys take breaks together? How does it work? I know you've got a discipline. I know you've, like Tyron has a discipline as well in terms of like, messaging, the WhatsApp and those kind of things. If you can maybe bring that into the forefront as well.
I'm just gonna say I'm not disciplined. I am the one.
That's why I was looking at it up. Maybe I should answer this one.
I'm the one that will complete my
So
work.
Jason's Jason actually was there a month or two ago, and we were working on some new music for him, and he saw what was happening. I was busy making the song, and then Charlene was busy distracting him on the side because we work. Our lounge and dining room is basically my office and Charlene's office.
Yes.
So it is hard. That's why I didn't want to make it seem like it was easy. That you guys asked, what is the key? The key is the friendship.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it does take discipline.
Yes.
But we've been working together for years. So when I started in the music industry, Charlene just started photography. So while I was on stage, Charlene was the one taking pictures.
I was behind the scenes.
And there's been a lot of over the years going, okay, where's my pictures? No, you didn't pay me for those pictures. You know what I mean? But the clients get their things first and those kind of things. But
Wow.
as time goes by, you do a lot of reading, you do a lot of learning, you make a lot of mistakes. And then we go, okay, cool. Maybe we need a structure. Okay, cool. We wake up at this time. We get the daughter out. We've got a daughter, River. Hello, Baba, if you're listening. Hello, River.
Yeah.
So we've got, we've got a schedule, you know what I mean? And we start work just like an office.
Yeah.
Because when she wanted to leave her job, the issue was, what if we don't make the same amount of money? And my answer to her was, if you can promise yourself 40 hours a week for this business, I'm sure at some point we will see some reward, because people think that when you work for yourself,
You're doing
that you can work less. No, you're supposed to work more. There's sometimes no off button, you know what I mean?
No.
So it had to take for us to sit down and, like I say, as a team, you look at what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what are we getting right, where are we failing, and that's how we do it.
I want to touch again on the modesty part. So you've built all these years of experience,
Yeah.
like in the
I don't want
media.
to name drop, man.
No, in media. So Tyron has been on Espresso. Tyron and Charlene, they are musicians together. They've
Yeah.
been across South Africa.
Wow, guys.
I
Yeah,
think
so that's
just
what I
a
was
bit of
trying to
that
say about
experience.
while I was on stage, Charlene was always with.
Yeah.
And I mean, while I'm trying to look good on stage, she's networking, she's talking, she's going, hey, oh, what kind of camera is that? You know what I mean? And she's learning along the way,
Yeah.
and we've made friends. And luckily, the people that I have gotten to work with in the industry, hey, Jason. That's all I got. And even while I was at Expresso, you get to see what happens behind the scenes,
Yes.
and you learn
Amazing.
along
Get to
the
learn.
way. And like I say, you make a lot of mistakes. I want to emphasize that. You know, and people think that when the mistakes happen, you got to give
You
up.
have to give up
But
now.
the truth is, that's where you're learning. And like I say, Charlene is a very good. She says she doesn't speak a lot, but she's actually great with people, and she's a much better networker than I am.
Mm.
So that's how we learned, and we got to get advice from some of the best in the industry. You know what I mean? And that's just from us being at the background, me being
Yeah.
a producer, a songwriter, and Charlene also just being a photographer. The fly on the wall person. So that I'd say would be the best place to learn if you want to learn.
Amazing. I like that. And I'm so glad Jason actually pushed you guys because
Yeah, I didn't want to make it like so. In 1991, I worked with this one. I didn't want it to be that because it's more. I want the focus to be on Marinus Media.
Yeah.
I
and not so
understand.
much on the Marinus.
So yeah, but I just wanted to sort of give people understanding that you have been seasoned.
Oh,
There's
that's
been
okay,
purpose
cool.
behind that.
True.
So Tyron is known at Baxter Theatre. They are both known at these stages, like at the concerts, at these big events, at the CTICCs, at the Kirsten Bosches. So it's not like they
Grand
are
West Arena, Jason, you forgot.
Grand West Arena. The Grand West Arena. That's where they
Also, something I wanted to say as well so whenever I produce a song for someone, it just would work well, man. People come there, they want their music, and then I go like, "Oh, did you see my wife's a photographer?" You know what I mean?
great.
And vice versa. If people we had a company, Kibero Consulting, I believe they've been here.
Yes.
We basically filmed a course for them, and in that was the same way. Charlene was filming the course. I go,
Taking
"Oh,
the
I can do
pictures.
audio." Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
So we started to see that whatever we do, just like in life, the one's got skills and strengths, the other one's got weaknesses. We could complement each other.
Yeah.
So with Karen Corkier, when she produced a single for her, Charlene could do the artwork.
Yeah.
Same with Shauna Dela Cruz. I believe she had an interview here last week. So
The
this
new
the
one.
Unwavered, the
Unwavered,
album
that
art
is-
that was Charlene Marinus as
You
well.
see, now it's coming out.
But I
Now
wanted you to know that. I wanted you to know that when these people they ask you things, like Shona, I love Shona.
Yeah, Shauna, I think it's-
She's like, I see an anchor, and I see the waves, and I see people. I'm like, oh, what? So now I have to form something from that.
yeah.
And I had 4 different ones in the love. The ones that she loved, nobody else liked it. And then eventually I said to myself, I'm like, I want to do
Self.
something that she likes, but also differently to what she said. But let me just try and put my own flavor to it. And then the one that I did, she liked and her family liked. And then she's like, okay, we're going with that one. But it wasn't actually the thing that we wanted to go with. But I mean, that is what happens in this creative world, is that you have to take something, literally align
be
and make
creative
something
with it.
with it. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, let's go straight to the headlines. I think after the headlines, then you guys can say your goodbye and we can tell people how to get hold of you. But let's just first go straight to the news headlines.
Sorry.